friends with the ops. And that you need better stops. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerked better when her heart breaks.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Looking to throw on second down. Watkins. He finds his man complete. It's Clayton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's the option. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After after the touchdown. Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Here's Ritter. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix. And
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 75 Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Ridder. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Ridder throwing on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Ridder looking to throw on 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Ridder from the gun. And that is incomplete here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, Ridder. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. They were held to a field goal on their 1st drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Giants 14, Falcons 10. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, here's Barkley. That is scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes third down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Watkins escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set! The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Ready.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
62 blaster.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown right to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Watkins.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. that was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Watkins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go. Set.
A give left side to Robinson. Fights him off. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Hurry.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
52.
A gain of 16 yards.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready, ready. Ultra, ultra. Hut, hut.
Ritter to throw it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Watkins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds
but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll go on the ground. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
To throw on 2nd down, Watkins. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Running left, it's Barkley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now.
Looking to throw. Watkins.
And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
On 3rd down, Watkins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Throw left side. There's London.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Ready.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Back to throw, Ritter.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And here comes a return from the middle of...
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Checks this one down to Robinson.
Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter will set up to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Back to throw. Watkins.
That is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
To throw on 3rd down, Watkins. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. A handoff, Barkley running left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
92 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down.
This one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ritter back to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Let's go now.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
This 2nd and 4. Ritter now. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. We have played 3 quarters.
Ready.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Operating from the gun, Watkins. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Ready.
1st down, Atlanta.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Got a man, it's London.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
3rd and short, Ritter.
Being chased out left. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Set, ready.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
He's on his way. Saquon Barkley.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
38. Falcons 22.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Ritter wants to throw it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Ready.
Ritter.
Eluding the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
at the Falcons' 37-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. There he goes again. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Giants are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's